Okay, so this is for mums who had a C-section, so you might be a little bit more vulnerable. Obviously you had a big cut through your TVA, your transverse abdominis, which is your core, so you want to be really careful. You still want to be doing your pelvic floor exercises even though baby hasn't come through your pelvic floor, but you carried the weight of the baby for 9 to 10 months, so there's still pressure on the pelvic floor. So with the C-section cut, it's safe to do the pelvic floor exercises, however it might feel a little bit strange, so just persevere with it, it will get better. Obviously if you've been cut there, we get an element of stooping, and that's due to protecting the scar, so you might find yourself collapsing forwards, scared that maybe something might rip or it might simply be painful. So a good way is just placing a hand onto the scar and then working with your breath, just taking it nice and gentle, because it's really important that you stay upright rather than making the habit of crouching yourself down. Yeah, so go as far as you can. It should be slight discomfort but not pain, so working with your breath. Okay. And you also might have to accept help. So any sort of twisting and lifting movements are an absolute no, as you know, so do accept help. So that might be things like getting out of bed, for example, to accept the help, or find some handy tricks like, you know, going from side to forward. Okay, so this is some very, very basic, simple exercises that you can do sitting in bed. Okay. So you probably want to be leaning against the bed, and this is just to get the circulation going, or it works on the sofa as well, okay? So have your legs sort of hip width apart, recline backwards. I can't because I've got nothing to lean against, and all we're going to do is breathing in, flexing the feet, and exhaling, relax the feet, and you just repeat that. Yeah, just feeling that energy going through your body. And it also snazzily actually engages your tummy muscles. Yeah, because you can't really straighten through your legs and your tummy not working. It has to do something, which is great. So we'll build up on that. Okay, so you do 8 to 10, 5 or 6 times a day. Then you can take your legs a little bit wider and do the same thing. You just circle your ankles round. Let the legs roll in and out as well. Okay, and the other way around. So 5 to 10 in each direction. Just getting some circulation going. Okay, another one is leg slides, which is actually one of the exercises we're going to be doing in the early days program on the mat, but you can also do them in bed. So imagine yourself in bed. You want to have your legs and feet together, relaxing your tummy down, so try and get your back flat in and engage your tummy muscles a little bit. And all you've got to do is slide one leg away. Not terribly far. You want to try and keep your tummy engaged and not arch. Okay, so mine would go to about there and then retrieve it back up. Yes, just a really subtle, easy way of just engaging the core muscles without actually damaging anything. If you've watched the pelvic floor video beforehand, it's even better because you can apply this. Okay, great. And then there's one more. If you have anesthetic, your lungs might be suffering a little bit. So I'm going to have to do this kneeling. This is hard, cross-legged. So this is just sort of a way of sort of getting the gunk out of your lungs, basically. So breathe any which way. Fill your lungs. So fill your lungs as much as you can, and then try and empty them as much as you can. Almost to the feeling like your eyes are popping out because you can't push anymore. Yes, you want to inflate them as much as you can. And you probably have to make a sound as you exhale. turn it into a singing exercise. I do two more. Actually, that feels really nice because we never really empty our lungs fully. So again, it's just that sort of finding ways of moving and clearing the lungs out. Excellent. So once you feel strong enough, start with the initial setup of the pelvic floor exercises, and then you can join in with the actual early days program. And if there is anything you're not meant to be doing, I will tell you in the program, but I think this one's that easy. There's no curling and no twisting, so I think it's perfectly safe, and if not, then I will say so. Okay, I'll see you there.